Hi, my name's Gabriela Cuevas. I'm a partnership success manager here at Vendition. I've been here for a little over 4 years. To give you some background on our business, we are an end-to-end platform to help folks launch their career in tech sales. We work with candidates from all different types of backgrounds, junior, recent grads, and also career switchers, people from coming from different industries, and really working with them to find their next full-time role. My role as a partnership success manager is to really ensure long-term and fruitful partnerships with the clients that we work with. A typical day for me looks like meeting with clients, doing check-ins on how their customer journey is going with Vendition, grabbing feedback on our various processes, setting expectations with partners in terms of what is most efficient or any best practices that we know. And some challenges that I see is just, figuring out what each unique business needs in order to have a successful long-term partnership. And I love my job because no day is the same. I'm constantly learning new things from the partners that we work with, having different conversations about the goals that they have in terms of growth expectations. And I'm grateful to be where I am. Foresight has been a huge asset to my team because prior to using Foresight, we had no benchmark or client data. We did not have any written documentation of what clients were expecting prior to jumping into the relationship with Vendition, or we just didn't have any qualitative or quantitative data. And so how I use Foresight is really throughout the entire customer journey with Vendition. So I'll take it from the top. Before we even hop on a kickoff call, is what we call it, an introductory call with the Vendition team and the client, I will email the client a brief intro email, who they can expect to meet, and also the Foresight value assessment. So this is an opportunity for me to understand the client's business needs before we even hop on a introductory call with them. I'm able to get an understanding of their recruiting needs. What are they looking for in candidates? What's their onboarding process like? Where are they seeing gaps in their onboarding process? And I'm able to share that information with my recruiting team, with my VP of talent, and with my coaching team so they can understand the account holistically. And then throughout the Vendition customer journey, the recruiting phase is pretty hands-on with our relationship managers. And then towards the end of the Vendition customer journey, we like to set up a quarterly business review with our clients to really find out how did we do. And so then I will send out another survey, another Foresight value assessment, to understand, how did we do? What was the feedback? Were we able to meet your goals? Were we able to provide value to the business and your growth expectations? And so those are super valuable because we're really able to get a lot of intel on what we can do better the next time that we work with that client, and also what can we do better as a company in terms of processes and feedback loops internally. Foresight has allowed us to benchmark data. Like we, as a recruiting team, as a coaching team, and then my department is new, the partnership success department, we didn't have any, qualitative, quantitative data. And so to be able to have a benchmark at the very beginning of the relationship, and then have another benchmark at the end of the relationship, has been so critical to understand what Vendition can do better and how we're able to engage better with clients from an efficiency standpoint, from understanding their needs and trends that they're seeing in the market. And ultimately, the reason I was so excited to start working with Foresight is because like this feels like the beginning of a long-term way to track and record data, but also just like get more efficient overall. And I'm excited to continue to work with Foresight because throughout our whole relationship, Nigel, you and the rest of the team has been so open to feedback and amending certain things within the platform. So I think big picture, I can see us collaborating together to successfully help both of our organizations. So I'm excited about that. So a few things here. Once a value assessment comes through and is completed by a client, a lot of folks from Vendition internally see that. Our entire executive and leadership team has access to Foresight, so they can go into the platform and actually view those assessments and ask me any questions about it. But how I regurgitate this information to our recruiting and coaching team, we have a document, one central document for each company that we work with, starting with the discovery phase and the sales cycle to recruiting to coaching to SBRs and so on, and renewals. And so what I do is when I get any sort of information from Foresight, I transfer that information to our customer notes. And so that's a central place that anyone in the organization can see, what was John's Foresight value assessment? What were some of the things that he really needed or wanted from Vendition, and how did we help him achieve those goals? And that's been really helpful specifically for our VP of talent, Haley Burkett, and also our recruiting team, because they know how to guide the conversations. And for example, if a company really cares about diversity initiatives in terms of candidate profile, we can really speak to that on the call because we know that's highly important to the client. So it's been great. And I think that the rest of my internal team has also found it valuable because we just get like a bit more detail into how we should guide the conversation.